Hi there, and thank you for joining me for this web class. My name's Darren Tebenham, and I'd like to talk to you in this particular class about becoming a world-class trainer. I'd like to split it into 3 sections and first of all outline some of the many opportunities that you would have open to you and how exciting it could be to not only get qualified but to feel that you have the skills and the confidence to really start to change people's lives for a living. Second, I'd like to talk to you about some important keys to success that, regardless of who you train with and whether you train now or sometime in the future, that you can be pretty clear about what you would need to do once qualified to really be successful in this growing industry. And then thirdly, I'd like to talk to you more obviously about the European Institute of Fitness and about our training programs to see whether this is the kind of course that you would love to enroll on and get started on a career or to advance your current career as a personal trainer. Now, we're living at a very exciting time. There is a wellness revolution going on. I mean, genuinely, the world has struggled with health for a long time, with the advent of type 2 diabetes, which is becoming epidemic across many nations around the world, and of course obesity. What we're seeing is a huge movement from a gym setting and from traditional bodybuilding and a movement into exercise and into nutrition coaching to really help the masses, to help people in the main who struggle with their health and fitness to be able to access a whole variety of support to be able to get fit, get healthy, and to thrive and to enjoy a healthier lifestyle. Now, whether you want to go down a more of a posture and rehabilitation route, or maybe specialize in back care or indeed sports, there are many ways that you can take this, but be sure of this. This is a growing industry and there are increasingly more and more opportunities for well-trained, qualified personal trainers. A lot of our graduates, of course, do one-on-one personal training. You've probably seen that where a trainer works with a client in a one-on-one type scenario. But small group personal training has really helped personal trainers to reach out and help more clients, and has also reduced the cost of accessing a personal trainer. For example, if you were to do 3 or 4 on one, so you would actually have a time slot and 3 or 4 people would come at that time slot. So it's not a class, but people are sharing the cost of personal training. It's a great way to earn well, because you would typically charge a bit more for small group personal training because it's harder to do than a one-on-one training session, but you're making it more affordable for people to be able to come along and get the support that you offer. We know as well around the world, and increasingly here, not just in Asia, but in the Maldives in particular, freelance personal trainers are becoming increasingly popular too, where you don't have to be employed by a gym. You might decide to pay a gym a certain amount of the personal training amount that you're charging, or set fee per hour. But in essence, you work for yourself, so that you can actually sometimes work in a club, but you might also choose to work outdoors, or you might indeed choose to work in a personal training studio. EiF Master Trainer graduates, you would also be invited if you wished to be able to use one of our EiF studios throughout the Maldives. In particular, we've obviously got the one that you're probably familiar with in Mali itself, to use to train your clients so that you can truly be freelance, and therefore you can have that feeling of being your own boss, of running your own timetable and working as hard or being as flexible as you need to be in your new career, or indeed if you're already a personal trainer, in your advancing career as a freelance trainer. Look, at the end of the day, if I could put it into 5 key points, you get to be your own boss, and that's priceless. It feels awesome. You get to work your own hours, so whether you want to work more mornings but have the afternoons free, maybe to pick up your kids or to do what you want to do, or the opposite, to work maybe not in the mornings but to work more of an afternoon evening shift, to decide for yourself which days of the week to work. It's awesome. You get to earn good money. Personal training can earn yourself good money with the advent of group personal training, as I've talked about, but also online, and we'll teach you how to do that on course. That if you free yourself from just being, no offense to that sort of gym trainer, but don't just become a gym trainer. Try and open your mind to a lot more that you can do as a qualified trainer in the area of nutrition as well as exercise. It can be a fantastic opportunity for you. And you get to travel. Now, you might not be thinking of traveling straight away, but you can. And the certifications and the insurance that we can help you access if you did choose to travel, whether that's to the UK, whether that's around Europe, whether that's in other areas within Asia, whether that's even to South America, Africa, or of course North America, that you are able to be able to travel, to be able to be certified with an EiF certification anywhere in the world that you so chose. And fifth, and I think most importantly, you get to make a real difference in people's lives. That the feel-good factor, the actual career satisfaction that you can have by knowing that what you do for a living does make a real difference in people's lives is awesome. Let me share with you some people that have already done this. And some ideas as to the direction you could take things. Simon Macy is based in Toronto in Canada. His market is nevertheless British-based dads, and he's an online coach. He specifically trains people online from Canada for people that, nevertheless, British people living in the British Isles through his online app and the way that he does his training. He's thriving, he's a dad himself, and has an awesome business. Daniel Zammit is actually based in Malta in Europe, and again has a wonderful business. He has a large personal training studio over 2 floors and has built that up over several years and specialises in more the rehabilitation side of personal training. Amy Kenyon specialises in women. So she has a confidence project where she helps women in their 40s and 50s to be able to get their confidence back through engaging what she does as a motivation and fitness coach to help them to be more active, eat more healthily, and to thrive and enjoy a healthier lifestyle. Petra Boddington is actually based in Birmingham in the UK. She has a small studio and specialises in lifestyle coaching particularly. Jade Osborne is actually from New Zealand. She is someone that had battled with her weight herself. She lost a tremendous amount of weight and changed her life around. She was stuck in a corporate job and then became a personal trainer and specialises again in that mindset side of being a personal trainer. Marion Foreman, awesome lady. She actually came to us when she was 60 years of age. She now has 2 gyms and she has an online program and is thriving as a specialist coach. She actually specialises in cancer coaching. So she actually works with cancer patients, particularly online, helping them to embrace a more active and a happier lifestyle through the work that she does with them. Her gyms, however, are traditional personal training gyms, and she has a staff that runs that. Amanda Robertson, she specialises more in nutrition, so she's an outdoor PT, so she uses the parks and hires studios when she does her group training and is doing very, very well. Conrad, he has a great business. He specialises in rehab outdoors and is doing very well. We also have Alan Carson. Alan actually used to be a coach for EiF. He's a bodybuilder and he specialises in training people who want physique transformations. And again, he's online. Afro and Farah, so they actually run Grid City Fitness in Milton Keynes and the outskirts of London, but they also have an online business, Big Coach Little Coach, where they have a podcast and they do online coaching for clients that don't live within the region. Simone Douglas is an awesome trainer. She again is one of those trainers who lost weight herself. She transformed her own life through one of our graduates from 10 years ago. She then, once she had the help of that trainer, decided to become a personal trainer 4 years ago and now runs her own garden-based, so she's a home-based studio, quite small, where she has a bespoke service for women who want to transform their lives again through fitness. Chris Tipping has a wonderful studio, quite a large studio. He specialises in more holistic health, so he has massage in there. He has different health professionals in there, including physiotherapists, and of course his own training team. Studio is actually really nice, based in a nice area within the UK, and is thriving in terms of a studio owner. Lorna, she is another trainer who was actually battling with obesity. She spent a year, 18 months really changing her own life. And as she lost weight, again, was actually with one of our graduates from many years ago. And she found the passion for fitness, retrained with us, and now runs weight loss programs herself. Claire, she has a face-to-face fitness business, but has now just launched Fit Girls Online. So she now has both an online business and a face-to-face fitness training business in the UK. Patrick specialises in running, so works with other graduates of ours who own actually a studio, but he takes care of the outdoor side of things. Aidan specialises in body transformation. He's a gymnast by training in his past, and he's doing very, very well. Paul Harter was a lawyer. He retrained and was a lawyer based in Dubai. He was then based in London for a long time. He's actually from California in the States, but he runs a very bespoke personal training business in London, where he has a team of trainers that provide executive services to people working in high-profile positions to transform their lives, again through getting healthier, getting fit, and being more productive as a consequence. Hugo's based in Paris. He's actually French himself and is a mobile PT, so goes to people's homes and meets people in the park mainly, doing very well. Lucy, Dr. Lucy Slocum, she actually is a medical doctor who retrained. She's based in London as well, and as you can imagine, doing very well by combining obviously her medical background, and now as she's retrained as a personal trainer, obviously able to be preventative in her healthcare, looking after people to live a healthy lifestyle. Karen Rogers, she trained with us probably about 10, 12 years ago, set off in the parks, actually a bit less than that ago, set out of the parks, but then has created a franchise. So she now has other trainers that have gone through EiF, and they buy a franchise from her, so they have their own parks where they run their own sort of boot camp based businesses, and she has several of those now. Nadia DeMarco, 4321 method, works as one-on-one trainer, group trainer and corporate trainer with her 4321 method, 4 times a week to work out, 3 meals a day, 2 healthy snacks, 1 new you. Liz Slack, studio owner, so she's gone down that line as well, bespoke studio where she combines lifestyle coaching with her personal training. UCubed, now an online business, so Ben and his wife have teamed up. His wife is actually a life coach. Ben is a graduate of ours, and although he still does his strength coaching face-to-face, their business has mainly gone online. John Withenshaw, face-to-face coach, specialises in long-distance ultramarathons and endurance-based events, and has a range of boot camp training venues that he does in converted barns and the great outdoors. Again, Andy Gesselman, another outdoor trainer, he's actually stayed employed, so he actually has a good job, and he's a triathlete, a very good triathlete. So he's actually got the position where he's got an online business that is more of what I call a lifestyle business. It's quite a part-time business, but it's online, so it travels with him so that he can look after his passion, which is his triathlons. And Andrew Watkinson, ex-Forces, and he has a thriving business where he has now created a fitness, life coaching and mindset meditation-based business for people in the area in which he's based. See some familiar faces you might have seen around. Juma works at EiF Studios and a graduate from a course back in March. I'll just run through just a few smiley pictures just with our courses where we come over, you have an online course, you go through the training, we have our 2-week practical and of course actually graduate there and then to really launch into either your expansion of your business or indeed a brand new business. Janish, business partner in EiF Maldives in the middle there. So familiar faces, I hope some of them you might have seen around. So that really gives me the opportunity to put together, an exciting future awaits you. It really, really does. The second element I said I'd talk about was some keys to success. And I wanted to talk briefly about, there are 3 really big areas that you really need to get good at. And that is, first of all, the technical side of the job. You need to actually know how to train people, how to teach core stability properly. I don't just mean doing plank. I mean how to actually activate our deep core, how to actually progress that, how to train functionally, how to actually build programs together, how to provide cardiovascular fitness training, not just resistance-based training, how to actually spot poor posture and know what to do to correct it. So the technical skills are really important to have in place. But that's just a third of it. The other third of it is about your ability to coach. And that's largely about nutrition and lifestyle. It's your ability to influence behaviors when you're not around. You see, you only train people 2 or 3 times a week. What they eat, breakfast, lunch and dinner every single day, whether they drink enough water or not, whether they can remain active and do other cardiovascular activities when you're not there, is going to largely determine the success of your program, not what you simply do with them when you see them 2 or 3 times a week. So your ability to coach behavior and habit change is critical. And there's 2 key elements that are critical to success. The third is business. Today, it's important to stand out. It's important to know how to get clients. It's important to know how to keep clients and manage a growing business. It doesn't have to be huge, but you nevertheless need to know how to be business-like in the way that you conduct yourself, to do your Facebook ads, to have a website, to bring in prospects, and to have a process which you can use to help people to become paying clients. It's important. It's important not just to make money, but it is important to make money too. It's important because the more people that need you, and there are lots of people who need you, who can find you and end up paying you, the more people you are genuinely helping. And that's important because people need your help. 2, we have to solve problems. We are professional problem solvers. You don't sell fitness, you really don't. You don't sell personal training for sure. What you sell is a genuine solution to people's problems. People struggle with motivation, they struggle with their health, they struggle with being consistent, they struggle with clarity about nutrition, they're confused, and therefore what we need to do is package what we do as a genuine and clear solution to the problems that your prospects, your market that you're targeting actually experience. And when we sell what we do as a solution, people will buy it. They'll buy it not because we're cheap, they'll buy it because they see that this will genuinely fix something they've been struggling with for a long time, and therefore will stretch their budget to afford it, and therefore we don't have to race to the bottom in terms of price. 3, we need these 5 things. We really need confidence. People only buy from confident trainers. So we need to find a way to build your confidence, because it's actually your confidence that they buy more than anything else. You see, they lack confidence. They are looking for someone to have the confidence they don't have to be able to get fit and healthy again. So you need to have confidence. You need to be specific. You can't target anyone. You have to be specific in terms of who you're trying to target and help, so you can speak their language, so you can become a specialist. And we need to package things right so that people don't just buy per hour blocks of personal training, and we'll teach you how. See, you're not just a personal trainer. You are a nutrition coach, you're a lifestyle manager, you're a transformation coach. And when we get this right, we can not only change people's lives, but we can enjoy a growing business and a thriving career. 4, we need to be able to master social media and create specific social media campaigns, and of course we'll show you how. We need a clear message. We need to position ourselves right. We need to think about half-hour and 45-minute sessions. Just because everybody else does 1-hour sessions, and we know that that's the vast majority of personal trainers in the Maldives are doing 1-hour sessions, doesn't mean 1-hour sessions are right. That's just how trainers have traditionally been paid by clubs. So when you offer a half-hour session, that's super time efficient. You know, many people's most precious commodity is their time. They will pay you money to save them time. So think about half-hour, 45-minute sessions rather than 1-hour sessions, and we'll show you how to make the most of that time so that you can get the work done that you need to get done in one of those 2 time periods. Need a website, need to be able to be found in a community, need people to get off of social media and onto your onto your Facebook, onto your website even, so that you can grab their email address and you can engage with them and meet them face to face to talk to them about how your programs help to fix a problem that they're struggling with so that they can buy into what you do. But most of all, you must stand out. I can't emphasize this enough. If you do what everybody else does, you'll become what everybody else has become, and that's not what you want. You see, many personal trainers are poor. Many personal trainers fight over the fit few instead of reaching out to help the masses who struggle with fitness, who are not confident enough to go to a gym, who need their hand held to get over the line to get started, who need help with nutrition. You must stand out if you want to have a thriving career. Again, just want to share with you, as you think about standing out, just a group of students that we trained not too long ago, and just trying to show also what fun we can have, what a great experience the course is, but also how awesome the actual role is as a personal trainer, a nutrition coach, and a lifestyle specialist. So hopefully you're seeing some smiley faces on your screen, maybe even some people that you know. So, a few more. So we do lots of things in class. In this case, we're looking at reviewing some of the specific populations, such as diabetes, arthritis, and some of the benefits in terms of CV training, resistance training, etc. Just flicking through sports day there. So again, I'm hoping that you get excited that if you choose to train with us, it is an awesome course. You're going to have an awesome education, and that brings me into probably talking to you about training. You get 3 awards from us. Your Master Trainer, that's our big award. This is your Advanced Diploma in Personal Training, issued and awarded by a UK governing body, awarding body, Focus Training, Focus Awards, and this enables you to train anywhere in the world. This would get you, there are registers in the UK, reps in the UK and SIMSPA in the UK, there's registers in Europe, EREPs, there's registers. There isn't a register in the Maldives, but one day, might be something that can come to the Maldives. We'll certainly want to be involved with that. But it does enable you to have a very robust, internationally recognised qualification, and that's our Master Trainer Awards. That's the technical skills of being an awesome personal trainer. Then we have our Master Coach. Our Master Coach is ACSN, American College of Sports Medicine endorsed Fitness and Nutrition Coach Award. So that's all that nutrition side of things that I'll talk to you about shortly. And Business Mastery, that's the Institute of Leadership and Management endorsed business training, so that you have a robust start to your new career. And technical skills in the Master Trainer Award. So it's the one-on-one skills that I spoke about and the small group PT skills. We also do circuits, of course, and larger group boot camp type training. The PT boxing and pad work, so you have that skill set. Postural training and corrective exercise, so looking at correcting poor posture in terms of around your shoulders, what's called an anterior pelvic tilt, lateral pelvic tilt, different conditions that clients can present with that we need to know how to work with. Special populations, arthritis, heart problems, high blood pressure, diabetes, of course, obesity. We also look at pregnancy, we also look at postnatal and adolescence, so a whole range of conditions there within the course. Core and functional training, how to teach that properly. Sports, of course, we do fitness testing and sports day. And of course, our PT Clinic. PT Clinic is where members of the public come in. They are regular members of the public. You train them under our supervision so that you can gain experience, real experience of delivering proper personal training and get feedback so that you can improve, so that you feel really confident by the time you finish the course. So that's the first part, the actual Master Trainer. So we got here nutrition accelerated fat loss, so macronutrients, micronutrients, and how to use resistance training and HIIT training, but also important fat loss hormones such as insulin and glucagon, which work together to regulate blood sugars, leptin, of course, and ghrelin, which relates to our hunger and sense of fullness, and cortisol, of course, in terms of stress. Look at body composition, so how to actually assess that, and therefore to have a great monitor of success as you progress with clients. Actually putting together and delivering professional coaching consultations where people will come in and have a nutrition coaching session with you. Lifestyle management behind the scenes as well as face-to-face. Stress management, really important in terms of when people are highly stressed. Cortisol is our stress hormone, which negatively impacts on blood sugars and therefore a likelihood of storing more fat around our midriff and not having the desired effects. So that stress management is important. And of course, body transformation type programs, and we'll teach you our 8-week Kickstart program that you can use with your clients as soon as you leave us. And then of course the third part, business mastery, the business acumen that I've spoken about, which is your messaging and positioning, how you position yourself as an authority, which is important, and the message that you have for your clients, which you use social media and websites and local advertising to promote. We'll teach you how to create different packages and put your products together so that it's not just selling personal training by the hour. And also your marketing, whether that's online marketing or offline marketing, and of course sales. We'll also cover website development and show you some free website builders and how to construct your website if you want to have a website. Of course, to create your social media campaigns, both paid ads and generally posting and Instagram, of course, as well as Facebook, and advanced client management, meaning to actually use client management systems and to keep your behind the scenes back office in good order. And of course, business growth, how to make sure that you keep growing and developing and building something special. Next, training dates. So this particular web class that you're in, this relates to the next course that we have. We've got a course running right now with a practical, but the one that starts Sunday, January the 4th is what we're talking about. There's only 12 places on a course, and that is filling quick. We have, first of all, 10 weeks online, where we have an online app that drips content into your mobile phone or your tablet or your iPad every single day in small bite-sized chunks so that you can read it, you can watch the video, different formats of the content, and you can learn. And you learn over the 10 weeks. You can obviously learn each day, or you can actually save up a couple lessons and just twice a week dedicate an hour or so to obviously watching or reading lessons. But the idea is it's giving you a chance to slowly start to learn about anatomy and physiology, about program writing, nutrition, all the areas that we just talked about. We have access, or you have access to your online coach as well through in-app messaging so that you can get help when you need it. We have knowledge checks so you can just see how you're doing. And then eventually you will get to the end of that 10-week process, and you will come to us at EiF Studio, where you'll spend 12 days in total over that fortnight period in Mali, where we'll do long days where you'll dedicate time to really getting very, very good at your boxing and your one-on-one delivery and your small group delivery and all of the nutrition coaching, the taking of body composition, the business development, all the things I've just spoken about. We'll do it face-to-face, we'll review everything as well. That's where your assessments are, by the way, during the 2 weeks. And it is awesome. You'll have a wonderful 12-day period. The middle Friday is a free day. So we start on a Sunday. We have the middle Friday free from tuition, and obviously you can see your families and what have you. Plus have a bit of time off and review and revise a little bit. But it's going to be an awesome 2 weeks, and we hope that you are interested in coming along, because we'd love you to have a wonderful time, to get a great set of qualifications and have a thriving career. Why EiF? Some people sometimes ask. Well, we've been training world-class trainers all around the world now for a long time. We started in 2005. We now have just over 3,000 graduates across 6 continents in more than 30 countries around the world. We have a 90% success rate. The success rate means people that left our course and 1 year plus are working successfully as a personal trainer, as opposed to get a qualification but never use it. And we have a 99% pass rate. In other words, there's a very good chance, because the support we provide as well, that of course you'll pass the course and go on to have a successful career. We have a very bespoke course curriculum that encompasses all of the technical, which I've talked about on this web class, coaching and the business aspects of being a really successful personal trainer. We're very practical, so even the online, it's very practical in the way it's applied, so it's not boring learning just for the sake of it. So everything's applied, program writing, giving you a chance to write programs, send them in, get some feedback. So everything's practical minded. Of course, the 2-week practical is all practical. With the PT clinic, remember, it's just when you train people who come in, local people from Mali, and you train them and get some experience so that you develop that confidence. And it's a very flexible approach with the online, so you can learn whenever you're free. You can schedule your learning time whenever you want. And yet it's also got the 2-week intensive to make sure that you leave 100% competent and, of course, importantly, very confident in your ability to take forward into training clients. Course fees, of course, important to know, including all international certifications. Everything is $2,750, and that is the program. And we also have a payment plan option for you. I would suggest you, if you're interested in that particular course, to put your final deposit down ASAP, and you'll be able to see below this video presentation a box appear for you to actually enroll here right now, and then you make 2 further payments of 1125 between enrolling and the start of the actual course. We do have a discount for full payment in advance, so if you did choose not to make use of the payment plan and you're in a position to pay $2,500, that $2,500 US dollars will save you £250 on the course fees in total. And we appreciate you being on this webinar now for some time, and you've dedicated your time to understanding the way we do things. So we do have a special which is for only people that have been on this web class with me for the past half an hour or so, and that is a one-off payment of $2,250, which will save you £500 in total if you're in a position to go forward. Or if you wish to simply go for a 50-50 plan, we can still offer the $2,500, which is still a saving, which is a $1,250 payment today, and then a further $1,250 payment before the 30th of December. So it just splits it into 2 payments to still get that $2,500 price. I hope you've been inspired. I hope that you have got what you needed to understand how the program works, the dates, the costs involved, and that it's an investment. And it truly is an investment, because you will be successful, you will earn well, and therefore you will have the lifestyle that you want, the career that you want, the income that you want, and the feel-good factor of knowing what you do genuinely shapes other people's lives. Mine is down, Devon. It's been a pleasure. I look forward to maybe meeting you on course very soon.